when you are going to be a father, you would want your kids to be in a CBSE school, and that's where you feel that they will not struggle to speak this language,
Yeah.
right? Very nice. I appreciate that, Paro, and that is something that you should work for basically. So what's that one thing about your childhood that you would want to change?
Devendra Kumar.
Parvendra Kumar.
Yeah, you can call me a Paro because my friends gave me this like name.
What name?
Paro.
Paro.
Yeah.
All right, great. So how are you doing, Paro?
Ah, it's going great. I was sleeping, like the weather, like the raining weather is here. So the whole day
Mm-hmm.
out today I got off, so I was sleeping. I just remembered today I have a session with someone. So just I
Mm-hmm.
get
All
up
right.
and now I'm just taking a session.
All right, great. So I think I'm seeing you for the very first time here, right?
Yeah, we are meeting our
All
first
right,
time.
cool. So please introduce me about where do you come from? What are you exactly doing?
Yeah, maybe the network issue. Okay. Okay, so first me or you are giving your introduction.
Okay. No, first tell me something about yourself, then we'll dive in the session and I'll give you about mine as well.
Okay, so well, my name is Bhavendra Kumar and I come from Uttar Pradesh, UP. But if I talk about my graduation, so I have done my BHM Bachelor of Hotel Management. This is a basically 4-year degree course, and apart from that, I have done my training from DoubleTree by Hilton Agra. This is a 6-month training as well, I can say. Uh, well, if I talk about right now, so I'm doing nowadays I'm living in Gurugram and I'm doing a job. And today I got off, so now I'm just talking with you.
All right, great. So you are
Yeah, so
basically from UP, like you've mentioned, and now you're residing in Gurgaon, right?
yeah.
All right. So what's the job that you're doing, Paro?
Okay, so I'm a housekeeper, like as associate.
Mm-hmm. All right, great. So here is where, if I talk about myself, I am Sidra, and I'm residing in Noida, very near to where you are,
Oh my God.
Paro. Okay.
Okay.
And if I have to tell you about my experience, it's been 11 years now that I'm working as a corporate trainer. So basically, my expertise lies in making people comfortable with their presentations and interview skills. And
Yeah.
also, I help people articulating their thoughts better with English specifically. And
Yeah, you know
I
what?
am also basically from Uttar Pradesh, Prayagraj.
Oh,
So that's where I come from, Paru.
that
All
that's
right. So
great. You know what? Most of the
quite similar to where you come from and where you're residing, basically, isn't it?
yeah, and you know what? Most of the tutor when I say like nowadays I'm living in Gurugram, and so last tutor I met her and I forgot the name. The teacher. So she belongs to near to me. No, no, she is living near to me around 5 to 10 kilometer.
Okay, very near to where you are residing at present.
Yeah, nowadays
Okay.
suppose that right now I'm living in Gurugram sector 20, no, like near to Ifo metro station, I can see.
Mhm.
Or like MG metro station, I can say. So there is a like when I mentioned that I work at that hotel, so she says to me, like I went over there so many time for like breakfast, dinner, lunch as well, but I didn't notice you. I said that I come from the other department, so that is the reason. And so otherwise,
Absolutely.
definitely I
I
can
mean,
find
that's
out.
where it's been said that the earth is round, right? You meet the person
Yeah,
somewhere down the lines, you get hooked, you get linked somewhere or the other. Great.
yeah.
Great. Okay, so Paru, why did you feel that you should come on English, Shari? What's the major requirement here?
The major requirement is that if there is other platform as well there, the if I talk about a Cambly or a Clappingo as well, but the English AI tutor are very friendly.
Mhm.
I noticed that because of before I have already taken the session Clappingo just for a demo session. So and I have took a demonstration English clap English or clapping. So the English tutor I felt more better. So I decided to take an English tutor. Like new tutors are coming nowadays, like daily basis. I can see maybe you are also new here in English
No, I'm
tutor.
actually quite old with English, Shari. There.
Little bit, not more than maybe you have maybe I've seen you. You are not old then. Maybe recently 5 to 6 months ago you started like maybe
I was with English Shari 2 years back,
2 year
um,
back.
and then I've rejoined English Shari here now. It's been good time, like yeah, good 4 to 5 months now that I've joined. So I'm quite old here. It's just that I am a rehired tutor here, Paro.
So like there is you can see like how
Yeah,
many
there
sessions
was
have
this
already take.
persistent gap. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I saw, so like I thought you are also new here. So
All right. No worries, no worries. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let me talk to you more. Let me understand you more. Where is the gap basically and how can we make this even better? Paro. Okay?
yeah.
So let's discuss about today's session's note. Let's say what it comes
Oh,
from.
I didn't see. Okay, just a
That's
minute.
really good. I am obliged that you haven't gone through your session's notes. That's
I
where you
want
will give
younger
very
self to
spontaneous
know.
answers to me, right?
Yeah, maybe like things like younger than to know.
Mhm.
Like, what do you mean?
Things
Like
I
in the
want
phase,
my younger self to know, basically. So it says
like those,
things. Hmm.
like those people are younger than me. So like just I have to give the advice. What should you do or what should you not have to do? Like that. This is the
No,
topic.
no. Read that sentence once again. Things I want my younger self to know.
My youngest, then. Uh, my youngest, like अपना बचपना.
Yes, yes. So basically, now when you've grown up, Paro,
Mhm.
if you just look back the lane when you were 5, 6, 7, what exactly you wanted that little Paro to know that you've learned from life today. So that's the meaning of today's session. Okay.
Okay, I got it now. Now, okay. So like what I have learned like few my days.
Mhm.
That is the things.
Yes, basically, what exactly younger Paro used to think and how the real life is different. So that's the whole soul idea here. Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah, I got it. So thing is that you know what something is looking like very like cool or amazing, and when you realize that that is not existence, something like suppose that mm, what I'm saying to you, I have idea like okay. So first, never believe to others. First,
Mm.
believe in yourself.
Okay.
Someone is thinking, like, suppose that if you are thinking, okay, someone is caring about me, so he will take care of all things. But that is not right. You have to take action. You have to take a step. Don't believe to others. And thing is that failures is the part of the life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't fear to failure. So when you failed, so you grow up more.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And just success is not a cup of tea.
Okay.
It takes too much time. You have to start, like you have to try each and every second. That's all.
All right. Okay.
uh,
So you would want your younger self to know that success is not a cup of tea. So basically, you have to do hard work to achieve things. Number one.
yes.
Second, you should not fear failure. Why? Because failure is the stepping stone to success.
Yeah.
Right? And then don't believe in others. So first trust yourself and then let others believe in you, basically. All right,
Yeah.
these are some really amazing thoughts, I would say, Paro, that you have for yourself. And of course, if we are young and if we know about these things, we will not make in a lot of mistakes. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So, when I'm taking the second part of yours that you said, don't fear failure. Why did you give this opinion to your younger self? Is there any story related to this? If yes, you can tell me.
You know what? We are thinking about like when we will not done anything else. So
Mm-hmm.
what we have to do next? We have to have like suppose that we have to be a plan. Suppose that if I'll be fail, so what is the next plan?
Mm-hmm.
You have to plan B in your pocket. If something will happen in your future, you have to plan B. Otherwise, if you don't have a plan B, suppose that if you are doing job somewhere else and you don't have a plan what you exactly do in future, if you will lose your job, so you will get so many trouble in your life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
the plan B is most important.
Okay. All right. So, my second question is, your life the same that you imagined when you were younger, when you were in school? Is it the same? What did you imagine
Even
when you
though
were a
I
kid?
am also younger, I don't feel I'm the elder. I'm younger. What do you think? How old I am?
It's not about how old are you at this point, but then when you were in your school, basically, when you were in class second, third, fourth, fifth, okay, what perception did you had about your life? And is it
Okay,
the
so you
same?
know what? Actually, my father belongs to the like my father is a farmer, and I want to join a CBSE board. Okay, but I didn't because of my father don't have that situation. Like we don't have such a foundation. So my friends used to go CBSE board, and I I go like a primary school like so. This was my dream.
Mm-hmm.
But in future, definitely when I'll get son or daughter, so I will send to her or him in a CBSE board. So in future, they will not struggle like to me how I am struggling for learning this language. So obvious
Mm-hmm.
that I feel if someone from to like beginning of the life is you going to CBSE or ICSE board, so this is very cup of tea to speak in English like in that age like most of the child I have seen you know what I work in a hotel line so I've seen Indian guys as well Indian girls or boys they are just a 5 to 6 year old or 10 years old they are speaking in English like they don't know how they speak but they speak like as a like foreigner's child.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've noticed so many time, and I
Okay.
talk with her parents as well. So don't know Hindi. She said she know, but not too much. She always try to speak in English. Oh my God,
Okay.
she is living in India and she don't know how to speak in Hindi proper way, and she know how to speak in English. Oh my God, they don't know the between difference between unattar, unassi, nawasi.
All right. Okay. So basically, when you are going to be a father, you would want your kids to be in a CBSE school, and that's where you feel that they will not struggle to speak this language.
Yeah.
Right? Very nice. I appreciate that, Paro, and that is something that you should work for, basically. So, what's that one thing about your childhood that you would want to change?
Change.
Is there anything that you
uh,
would want to change? My first question. If
okay,
yes, what?
I want to change. You know, I have one like wrong habit nowadays. Not nowadays I have, but I don't have. Sorry, I didn't have, but nowadays I have.
Mm-hmm.
Usually nowadays I am getting early around 7 o'clock, and in my past I used to around 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I did a meditation, some for relaxing in the health, something like that. But nowadays, when I complete my 12, when I come in like city areas, so nowadays we are just getting around 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock usually. So these things I want to change. In here, we are usually going to bed around 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock. We are getting around 7 o'clock. So in a
Mm-hmm.
blaze area, usually the people sleep around 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and then they are getting around 4:30 or 5 o'clock. So they have a good vibes in the morning time. If you will get up around 4:30 or Brahma Muhurat, so you will
Mm-hmm.
get a good positive vibe.
Okay. All right. Yes, absolutely. And that's the key to a good health as well, I believe. So for a stronger self, for a healthy self, this is the key that one should follow.
Key
And
of
we
success.
unfortunately are not able to follow that
Yeah,
somehow.
because of the city life, it's like different life. In a
Uh-huh.
blaze, you can see
But
the
nowadays, I
fly.
see even people in villages, they sleep up to 11 and they wake up only when the sun rises. So it's like 12, 11, they wake up. This is the very normal trend in villages as well nowadays. What do you feel?
I don't know believe to others, but I believe to myself. I used to get up around 4:30. I remember that when I was in a 12th standard, so I usually get 4:30. I do meditation and so many things and study. But nowadays, I don't know when I did study around the morning time at 4:30 or 5 o'clock. When I read out
Mhm.
of books, I don't know.
Okay. All right. So that is something that you feel it should come. Okay. So have you been stubborn about something in your past, in your childhood, Paro?
Stable means I didn't get.
Stubborn means something wherein you were very hard to something. You couldn't say no to that thing, and you were very rude with maybe people as well, that I need to do this, and if I've said this, I am going to do this. So very head short, you were stubborn with something, basically.
Oh God, still I didn't understand.
No, you were not
Any
stubborn with anything.
like any kind of problem.
Not problem. See, basically, when I talk about my childhood, I was stubborn with one thing, that I was very much inclined towards going out with my parents every weekend. I had to go. My parents
Oh,
didn't had a choice there. Okay, and even when they were not free, I used to do a lot of. I used to get very cranky that I want to go, I want to go, and they used to take me out. So I was stubborn in that
oh,
aspect.
okay. I got your point now. I got
Yeah.
it. You know, when I was a child, so I pray to my mom and father because I don't know the basic name of in English. Can I use Hindi as well? So
Yeah, yeah.
in my place, like weekly, like there is a one shop like jalebi something इसको बोलते हैं. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
usually the shopkeeper come around Saturday, Sunday. They make a jalebi, and I was very find out
Mm-hmm.
to I play to my mom, please, mom. कल अभी
Mm-hmm.
तो लिवाई थी पिछले हफ्ते. So
Right.
like that. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
nice like अभी तो लिवाई थी पिछले हफ्ते इस बार नहीं. So I was
Mm-hmm.
so like find out, and but nowadays if I talk about nowadays, so nowadays usually is like nowadays this is very easy to me. When I want to eat, I normally there is a shop, and I go and take it, and then I eat. So
Okay, you eat. So you were very stubborn with jalebi. You wanted to had jalebi every time you go out and you go and you see that shop. So you were very stubborn there.
yeah.
Okay. So
Mhm.
there's this term, okay, that we can use for jalebi, Paro. Okay, you can call jalebi as coiled funnel cake. Okay,
Final cake.
coiled. It's important that you say coiled. Coiled because it's in a circular form. Okay, so like a coil. So it's coiled funnel cake. You can call jalebi as a coiled funnel cake, or you can also call it sweet pretzel.
Sweet preja.
Yeah, pretzel. P R E
Pretzel.
Z P R E Z T E L. Pretzel. Sorry. Okay.
Okay.
So you can call it sweet pretzel, or you can call it coiled funnel cake.
Called final cake. Okay, I find out.
All right. Great. So now, when I've had a word with you, Paro, I had spoken to you for good 25 minutes now, more than that, of course.
Oh my God.
So
Yeah.
I do want to have uh, to tell you some of the observations that I've made so far. Okay. So the very good point about you is that you try to showcase a lot of confidence when you're talking. So that's very good. Okay. And you also
Okay.
try to put up your thoughts in English, which is again a very good attempt that you're making. So your articulation is very well. You're able to make me understand what's there in your mind. So that is a very strong point, Paru. Okay.
Okay.
However, we need to work on sentence formation and
That's
vocabulary. Okay. Why? Because when you frame a sentence, it's important for you to start and end it. You cannot frame incomplete sentences. Right now, what is happening that when you're speaking, you start a sentence, you feel that you're not finding words, you drop it there and you start another sentence again.
yeah, you are right.
Right?
Yes, because
So
of
that,
what is the reason? What is the reason when I the words is not coming in my
yeah,
mind? So I just drop, I just put out here, and I forget what I said. Again, I thought and I speak
yeah.
like
So
that.
basically,
Because
that's
of
the
the
lack
less
of
of
vocabulary.
yeah, less of vocabulary. I have to yeah.
So, and vocabulary in the sense, the basic vocabulary. I'm not talking about the extreme level of vocabulary, but then the basic vocabulary, the basic English words that one should know. So we have to master that part. Okay. So that's number one. And second is, in certain words, there is this S and sh factor that is coming. Sha and Saka factor is coming. Okay. Like position,
Yeah,
when you're saying position, right? uh, I'm not remembering the other words, but then you said a couple of words which is having that S and SH effects. So we need to work on that pronunciation part as well. Apart from
yeah,
this, the whole showcase of confidence is really good. The articulation is really, really good. Your screen presence is good. Your gesture and everything is falling in place. So that is fine. But then again, sentence formation plays a very, very important part. It's a crucial part. Okay,
sure,
so
man.
we going
I
ahead, we're going to work on that as well. I'm going to tell you some exercises. We are going to have some quizzes here in the session, which is going to make it even more interactive. Okay,
okay, man.
all right. So
I
one thing that you would want to say before I wrap up the session.
thank you so much for giving me such a wonderful advice. Definitely, I will work on it.
All right, okay, great. So I'm going to see you in the coming sessions, Paro. Till then, do take care, and it was really nice interacting with you. Thank you so much.
You too, man. Thank you. Have a great day, man.
Same to you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. See you later.